Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. And I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, we are actually going to have very interesting discussion. So please remember to put notification bells so that you don't miss out on any of these videos that will actually be coming directly to your screen. Also, I would really want to take this opportunity to thank Eva. Eva, thank you so much. Eva sent for me something for for the weekend, for the family. Actually, she said that get some, give the your wife this money, for the weekend, so that she can do for us something good over the weekend. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate, Eva, for that. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you a million times. I really do appreciate. Yeah, so let's continue with this video. Yes, me, I'm smiling because tomorrow I'm going to eat something. I already added it over. I'm going to eat something. So hard. Eva, thank you so much for making my day. I'm even happy already. No? Yes. Tomorrow I'm going to eat something. I don't know whether it is chicken or what. Yeah, but it's enough for chicken. Yes, thank you so much. Let's continue with this video very strong. There is something actually I have learned from the Travel Commando. I have learned something very unique with the Travel Commando. The Travel Commando is a very busy person. Very busy. But I can assure you, there is nothing that you will pick or remove from his home and you'll fail to know. However busy he is, but there is nothing that you will pick from his compound and you will fail to know. There is completely nothing. So, I've been observing the Travel Commando very keenly. Even when he's back from the construction site, to his home, he always moves around to ensure that everything is in order. A lazy person, after that construction site, would just go and bathe and go and just rest. But the Travel Commando, after coming back from the construction site, he moves around his compound, ensuring that all is well. You can imagine after spending a whole day there at the construction site of Brian. He comes back home very tired, by the way. Very tired. Because coordinating is not an easy task. Coordinating issues of construction is not an easy task. Because this is one individual who is actually multitasking at the construction to ensure that water is there, the workers are doing their work, people who are roofing, they're actually, materials are coming, timbers are coming, nails are coming, everything is in order at the construction site. And he's moving, you can even see from his videos, you find some people even want to hide themselves from work. Lazy individuals who just want to get money for free. You can imagine somebody who leaves their home or his home, goes to the construction site, and does not want to work, but he just want to hide himself around. But the Travel Commando is very sharp. He can easily detect some of these people and start following them and giving them pressure to actually work. And it's the reason why that house, within 10 days, 10 days, even the plastering is almost done. The roofing is moving so fast. 10 days. That is what is called a person who is very sober and active and knows what he's doing. You know? How many people have we been in position to observe who have been in position to do such a thing, like the Travel Commando? I have not yet seen. That shows you the capability and determination the Travel Commando is having when he's actually doing some of the things. He's a very, very focused person. Very focused. And when he wants work to get done, he ensures that he puts things in order. And everything will be flowing. You know? It's the reason why you see some of the so-called the negative reactors, these negative reactors, they're failing to get something to talk about, in that construction. Because actually there is nothing to talk about. Because the man whom they have been criticizing and talking badly about is actually ensuring that all is moving into the right direction. So the negative reactors lack content on that. So if you find a person coming out with a smaller clip and he's talking for almost 2 hours, 2 hours, a smaller clip. So they're lacking now content. When they try to get something from the construction, there is nothing. Completely nothing. And I'm really very, very pleased that the Travel Commando now is in control of whoever goes and visits this construction site. His eyes are now focused. You play around, you go away. You mess up, you go away. And that is how things are supposed to be done. He is now very focused and he knows exactly what is happening and in each and every corner of this construction site. And this is what is actually helping him to ensure that everything is moving in the right direction. He has really worked so hard to ensure that the progress of this construction is moving very, very smartly. And I'm really very, very pleased with the wife. She's very busy giving him all the necessary support to ensure that this work for this construction site moves very, very smoothly. And also, meanwhile, he's very busy here at the construction site. The wife is also coordinating things and ensure that the family is still running like never before. That's the reason why some individuals are so bitter with the wife of the Travel Commando. Because she has taken control of all the most important thing of the home. Some individuals thought she was going to fail. She's not going to manage. She's not going to do what? Let me tell you, they were deceiving themselves. That is the right person for the Travel Commando. Right person. You can see how things are moving. Things are moving so well. I wish after this construction, actually I was seeing somebody comment, I think Elena Lidna, that, that the Travel Commando after the construction, go and have a vacation with your wife and Mitoto. Yeah, he deserved it. He has worked so hard. Even if you don't have eyes to see, even if you want to just try to pretend that you are blind, he has worked. He has worked, and there is no doubt about that. This man has really, really worked. A man who is handling a project. This project is handling like his own. The energy is putting in this construction site. He has put all his energy, all his effort in this construction site. Even money people are sending him to we have sent for you or something. Enjoy. The man is not even putting it in his pocket. He's putting it in that construction site. And that's the man people are criticizing. Let me tell you, here somebody will be pocketing money in their pockets. You will not even be hearing. And some individuals like these villagers, the so-called the fake leader, those groups, let me tell you, some of them, they would, when they talk about the money for roofing that house, let me tell you, some of them, their hearts are just beating. They wish if they could land in that money, they would just disappear with it. I can assure you, me, I don't trust those, those negative reactors of them. They're thieves. Those are thieves. Because if you hear the way they talk about this money they're putting in this construction, they're so bitter about it. When somebody hears about the figure, like 5,000 US dollars or something like that, 2,000, 3,000 US dollars, somebody wants to run crazy. No wonder some of them started taking themselves there, that they want to go and do accountability. You can imagine, a man picking himself that I want to go and do accountability. Accountability for what? For which money? Money that you have not even contributed a single coin. Now you can imagine if that money was put onto their hands. What do you think he was going to do? Because if first of all, the money that he did not contribute a single coin, he has carried himself. You can imagine you waking up early in the morning. You start your motorcycle that you are going to do accountability. Really? You can imagine, by the way, you wake up that means when that guy was sleeping at night, he was only dreaming about those finances that is going in that construction site. That was the only thing in his mind. That is the only thing he was dreaming about. He was having a lot of imagination. How much money are people sending for that man? How much money is remaining? If that man can construct that house within this shop, you got those type of imagination. So the man was like, I cannot sit here looking on these things. Let me go there and carry out you go and carry out accountability for which money. You have not contributed even a single coin. You have not even taken a bag of semen. But you are there that you have gone. You reach a place and they ask you, what have you come here to do? That I've come here to carry out accountability. Accountability for which money? Accountability for the money in your pocket. Yeah. You can imagine those kind of behavior. That one shows you the greediness in some of these individuals. They were not actually sleeping well when they started hearing that money is flowing and trucks are taking material, building construction materials at the site. The man was not settled. He was like, no. Let me go there. What do you think was in the guy in the minds of Kintu when because you cannot just wake up in the morning and you say, I want to go and carry out accountability in that construction site. You cannot do that. It means, first of all, you have had a lot of thoughts, about actually what is taking place there. How much money is being sent? He had a lot of issues in his head. And because of that, he could not handle his appetite for money. Greediness. The man is too hungry for everything. The man carrying himself. And you can imagine, sometimes when I just sit down and I look at this, that me, to wake up in the morning, that I'm going to somebody's home, I'm not invited, then I go there without no shame. And I said, I have come here to carry out accountability for all the resources being spent here. And I have not contributed even a single coin. What type of boldness is that? You know? What type of boldness? What type of stupidity is that one really? That you leave your home, you leave everything that you are doing to go and carry out accountability in a construction that you have not, you even don't know how it started. You don't know anything. You even don't know what is happening. And just you go there, boom. I'm here. I'm here to carry out accountability. I want to know everything. Are you mad? Are you really mad? The individuals actually don't have shame. Kitu is, I always say that guy is he mentally okay? Is he up, is some wires on off sometimes or what? Because it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I have never seen a man who behaves like that. You see, even some people who don't have brains, really, you leave everything that you are doing, you waste your fuel to go and cause problems in a construction site. By the way, that guy was really very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. And the Travel Commando is very patient. He's a very, very patient individual. Actually, that guy deserves to be beaten badly. And let me tell you, if he was beaten, he was going to do nothing. Because he's the one who had followed those guys at that construction site. He had followed them. He had actually followed them there. If he was beaten, let me tell you, there was nothing that he was going to do. Completely nothing. They would have first of all asked him what he has gone to do there and everything. Then after him talking all this nonsense, then they beat him up. Yes. Because he has no brain. Completely no brain. No brain. The Travel Commando is trying all what he can to ensure that everything is running into order. And a stupid man is going to disorganize all the things that he's trying to do in this construction site. You can imagine the minutes that these individuals, were there exchanging with this stupid man kid during that time. If those minutes were put into use, probably that house would have not even reached 10 days. But he was able to disorganize people from their work. Those kind of greedy people should actually style up. Very, very confused fellas. Very, very confused. And I hope this kind of madness is going to stop. It's going to stop. When he came out of prison, he was saying that actually he is not going to stop. He will go there again. Have you ever seen that he has gone there? Have you ever heard that he has gone back there? It remains that arrest taught him a lesson that he will never repeat. He will never. And he will never forget it. But if the Travel Commando had not taken a step, this guy was not going to stop this kind of behavior. He was not going to stop it. But now because he was arrested, he was put into the right place. Now he has woken up, his eyes are now sober. And let me tell you, he cannot even now mention a word about, talking about the Travel Commando in any way. He cannot, because he knows the repercussion. I always say, when a madman stone him back, you will know that things are not easy. But when you fold your hands, the man will tease you, he will fool you, he will talk everything about you. But when you teach him a lesson, that is when they will realize that, actually, please, do not mess up with that family. The Travel Commando actually took a very long period of time to react to these individuals. And it's a reason why even children, they had even stopped respecting him. Look at the so-called Mogesi and Neso. These are young boys. We just take an opportunity to play around with his mind and calling him all sorts of names. But the rest of the fisherman or king to is now your lesson. And I can assure you, the rate of the talk now is reduced. Because now they know exactly what the travel commando is capable of doing. The fear right now is in the village. The fear is there. So I saw this guy, this confused pastor, as again come out with a video. He was saying that, I'm moving in silence. I'm doing my thing in silence. You are just going to wake up with the breaking news. My friend, don't deceive people again. He just want to look for ways to be getting some little money. And I wonder if these individuals who are still believing in him. I remember very, very well that fake pastor who called himself, is it Chris or what? He had promised people in his platform that by Monday, like 2 weeks ago, that by Monday, that wall fence will be put down, that the wall fence of the Travel Commando. My friend, that wall fence is still standing up to now. Even when we are talking, tomorrow even it will be there. The man was promising heaven and earth. Like he is now the solution of everything in this village. He is now the solution for all problems in this community. He is now the solution for every challenges in this community. My friend, later we realize that this is another professional scammer, who is actually want to use the opportunity to scam money from the so-called donatus. And you can imagine some of them are still following him and they're asking him, when are you going back to the village? There are unfinished business in the village. Why are you not going there? I have a feeling those are the people he has eaten their money. Those are the people whom he has eaten their money and they want to see results. But my friend, the man is doing now cornering. He is doing cornering. There is nothing that he can do. And he's aware. He's actually aware. And let me tell you, there is a lot of things that can be done against that guy called Christ. Because he has been throwing a lot of threats towards the Travel Commando, including putting down his building down, that the boys in the village cannot now bathe in the river because somebody can be up in the villa and be seeing those boys bathing down there at the river. That is a threat. It's a threat. Somebody who can be talking about putting your house down, that is a threat to you and your entire family. That can be twisted and it becomes a serious case. Yes. Why are you playing with the minds of my family like that? Because if a family member can hear that, that's enough to disorganize them mentally. And that can be turned against this guy. Can be turned against. Those provocation. And let me tell you, right now he knows it. And I remember he said it very well in his video. He said that when he realized that he is not going to be in position to win, he will take off. And that is exactly what he has been in position to do. But the people who watches him, they have not yet realized that. Even after the man saying that, if I get to know that with the energy that I'm putting and I'm not going to win anything, I'm going to take off. The man took off. And he's now in Nairobi, I hear. And you can imagine, this is a man who was driving a vehicle in Nairobi, in a very busy road. And he does not have even a driving permit. Even that is criminal. And he said it himself. Criminal. You cannot go on the road and you drive. And on a busy road. What if he had caused accident? What if he had caused an accident on that road? What would he do? apart from going to imprisonment. You know, a man who claims that he knows the law, he knows everything. You know, he is the one who carries books and books, moving in the village, scaring the villagers. Let me tell you, this guy thought he was going to scare the Travel Commando. You know, what I like about the Travel Commando, he did not even react to anything. He kept quiet, like he didn't know even what was happening. He kept quiet. And he left a fool to talk. A fool was able to talk all the rubbish. He thought by him coming out, he was going to get the attention of the Travel Commando. My friend, the Travel Commando is actually very, very smart. People who don't believe in the Travel Commando, I wish you could open your eyes. That guy is smart. He's smart. He behaves like he's not seeing, and yet he's seeing. But when you mess up, that is now when you will see how things can turn. How things are done. You know? You see, you cannot predict a person who is keeping quiet. It's very, very hard to predict a person who is actually keeping quiet. Very, very hard. Just like the way he was able to grab the fisherman. Because the fisherman was provoking him for quite a long period of time. And he thought he has managed, he's untouchable. He's what? He's what? He thought he has become a king in the village. A man who can go and do videos anywhere that he feels like. Including going to the home of the Travel Commando at the gates. He thought he would not be touched. Let me tell you, the day he was squeezed. He cried. He was begging. He was looking for sympathy. And the Travel Commando said, no. You have been giving me a lot of headache and you thought I was not watching you clearly. Today it is your time and you will answer everything. And all these issues will be finished in court. The fisherman, his eyes, tears started rolling in his eyes like a man who had lost hope in life and there is no future tomorrow. The Travel Commando is actually very smart when he's dealing with these confused individuals. And I can assure you that even Chris himself, he got to realize that things are becoming very, very serious on his side. And the way things were actually moving was just moving step by step. Step by step, moving closer to him. And he didn't know that some of us were actually very busy looking for little evidence from him that can be used to pin him around, and then he will cry like a rat. He didn't know. We are very busy observing very, very keenly. And that is why when Kintu posted a video like this, we are there to grab that video. We don't play around. When we get that opportunity, opportunity comes once. And when it comes once, utilize it. And we are able to squeeze the fisherman. Now the fisherman, the shouting have stopped. The sister is now the one coming out talking rubbish. Let me assure you, that one is, her time is going to come. We are watching very, very closely. Very, very closely. And she does not know what is going to come soon, very, very closer in her pocket. She does not know. I can assure you, we are watching very, very closely. Very, very closely. Anything that we are going to be getting like this, let me assure you, we shall have it. However little it is. And then when your time comes, my friend, you will cry like a rat. You know? A lady who has no future. A lady who is confused, is talking useless things about the Travel Commando. Let me assure you, we are watching you very, very close. If you didn't know, I've just given you free advice. you better start tuning the way you're talking. You better. Because we are observing. We are observing very, very keenly. And I can assure you, your time is not far away. The sister to Kintu, I'm sending a very, very serious warning to you. We are watching you very, very closely. Very, very close. You lose appetite. You lose appetite, I'm assuring you. Instead of you calming yourself down and taking care of your children, you are opening your mouth and insulting and talking badly about the Travel Commando. I want to assure you, your time is not far away. Your time is not actually far away. That I want to give you for free today. For free. You will be surprised what actually is going to be coming very, very soon to your pocket. You will be surprised. Very, very surprised. You will be surprised. And I'm sending a very, very serious warning to you because you have children to take care of. If they're to take you to that place for only 1 week, I hope you start thinking in a straight direction. I hope you start putting yourself into order. I hope you start respecting that family. But if you don't respect people in your home, if you don't respect people in your family, we are going to show you how to respect people. We shall. We shall. Inshallah. When your 40 days elapses, inshallah, all will be fine. And the person who laughs the last always laughs the best. That one I'm giving you for free. You have children to take care of. Please concentrate in taking care of your children and make videos, and not videos to tarnish people's names, not videos to call people all sorts of names, not videos to try to destroy the Travel Commando, not videos to bring hatred, not videos to cause confusion. If you're going to continue in that direction, I can assure you, the ball is coming very, very closer to you. It is coming. Just free advice for today. I might not be in position to repeat this, but I can assure you, you may not like what is moving on the ground. Don't you think you are smart? You know, some of you will end up selling land to bail yourselves. I can assure you, you know, conduct yourself like a woman who has respect. You know, do you even respect Kintu even in that family? Because this is a woman who wants to behave like a man. Now, I don't know whether this is a woman or this is a man. It is actually very hard to judge now. She wants to behave like a man in the family. She wants to behave like, you can imagine that woman. That woman, oh, she's a woman or what? Oh, she's a man or I even don't know. The thread that she's very busy throwing towards the family of the Travel Commando. And recently, she came with a video that now people are supposed to reconcile. You are talking about reconciliation. At the same time, you are abusing him, calling him a mosquito. You know, what type of reconciliation are you trying to mean now? You can imagine, this is a lady who is saying, the family need to reconcile with the family of the Travel Commando. At the same time, she's very busy calling the Travel Commando a mosquito. That the Travel Commando is a mosquito. Over for her, she's what now? You know? Please, respect yourself as a woman. Otherwise, if you don't, then at one point you learn in a hard way. You learn in a hard way. You need to behave yourself. Free advice. We shall not repeat it again. But we are going to be keeping quiet and we shall be collecting those evidences. And when your right time comes, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't beg in court that you have children to take care of. Because right now we are actually telling you that, young woman, you behave yourself when it is still early. But if you feel you have the energy to come out and talk badly and throwing words to the Travel Commando, criticizing him of things that he has not done. You can imagine that woman made a video and she was claiming that actually the Travel Commando was able to ask her for nude videos. You can imagine. You can imagine that woman, the sister to the fisherman, was able to say that in her videos, one of her videos. Is that not really trying to look for ways to destroy the Travel Commando? You can imagine. And she does not know that all that can be turned against her. Because if they ask her for evidence and she cannot provide the evidence, I don't know what she will be in position to say. She does not reason. She does not. When we came out here and we said, the lady who used to sell herself was doing those things, people thought we were joking. But when videos started circulating, that is when people started believing in us. And even herself, she said it, that she was actually selling those videos. Yes. And it was true. And we had those videos. Not one, not two, but several videos. You can imagine somebody posting a video and and you're like, but now, what's wrong with this woman? What's wrong with this woman? Those are the type of videos that we used to have. And you're like, but what's wrong with this lady? A lady with 5 children is doing such a thing. It was actually very, very much alarming. But when we came out to start exposing the things, that is how things actually stopped. But if we are to keep quiet and we just say, no, hey, you continue, you are making money, all the things would have spread in the village and the village would be very, very much alarming. We played our part. And now the village, all the things have been in position to stop in the village. We are not hearing this kind of things. We are not hearing. But now this one who have come out and say the Travel Commando was asking her, probably she is the one now who is doing this thing as a business. You see, sometimes people can, by the slip of the tongue, they can end up saying certain things by accident. We actually need to start investigating this woman. Because there must be something fishy that she's doing and people have not yet been in position to notice. But I can assure you, if she's doing, it is actually very much possible. We are going to learn on 1 or 2 or 3 videos about her. I can assure you. If she's really doing it. Because you cannot come out and start talking about things that you don't know. She must be knowing something. Her statement is actually very fishy. You cannot go and start blaming people and talking badly about the Travel Commando if there is something that you are not doing wrong. This woman, I cannot trust her. She has a weird character. She lacks respect. She was probably raised badly. Remember, their father used to drink from morning up to evening. You can imagine. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. And I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, we are actually moving very, very smartly. Please, if you have not yet, subscribe to this platform, I really wonder even what you're waiting for. I wonder. Actually, there are individuals who are actually very mean outside there. They will also want to just come and watch. No subscription. I wish one day God is going to come back and ask you those questions. Why didn't you support your own brother in Africa? Why didn't you refuse to subscribe? Let me tell you, there are people who are not easy. There are people who are actually mean. It's like when they gave birth to them, they put meanness close to them. The man will just watch your videos, not subscribing. You know? By then they are there. Yes, thank you so much, my good people, for always standing up to watch my video. We are continuing with this video, my friend. Today is today, tomorrow will be another day. You know, tomorrow will be another day. I was able to watch a video from the fisherman, no, from the fake village leader, coming out and was talking, criticizing David Jr. for having rescued, you know, the wife of Matiko from the toxic relationship that they were having. You know? Talking a lot of rubbish. Do you know, this fake village leader was actually very happy when Matiko was mistreating the woman. You know? For him, he was very happy. For him, he looks at it like it's normal. It's normal to beat up women. You can imagine this fake village leader. To him, it is normal. Yeah? There are women who are suffering outside here. Their husbands are beating them. And I'm like, but now you look at you. Is that even what you can go to your platform and you put outside there for people to really to watch? It shows the level of... By the way, you can imagine that one is also a teacher. Those are the groups of Kohera. Only stupid individuals. You know? Fake people only. Fake people. That is also a teacher. What type of a teacher is that one now? You know? A teacher who is greedy. And it was... You can imagine he was also asking himself. Eh? Why can David Jr. just give the wife of Matiko money? You know, sometimes, I wonder why some of these individuals, they're so much interested in the finances these families actually, you know, putting outside there or helping with other people. Why don't they go and really work so hard for themselves so that they do something? Let them start talking about their own issues, their own money. You know? Me, I cannot come here and start talking about money that I don't know even where it is coming from. Money where, you know? I will start talking about money that comes to my pocket. You know? When somebody comes and tells me, no, David, please, I'm giving you something like this, I'll appreciate. You know? I'll appreciate. But to start talking about people's money, you know, money that is being sent to David Jr., to the Travel Commando, I come out and I start talking rubbish about it. That is lack of common sense. You know? I will talk about money that comes to my pocket. You know? But to go start talking nonsense about people's money. Eh? How are they spending their money? Maybe he has put something in their pocket. Maybe he has been... What type of madness is that one? They're too much concerned with the money that David Jr. is spending outside there. You know? They cannot even appreciate that David Jr. was able to take for these people 2 cows. Matiko's family. They don't see that. You see, the biggest problem with some individuals, when they see you helping, they think more is remaining in your pocket. However much you want to give up to zero. In that kind of thinking, they still believe that you still have more in your pocket. You know? And that's what I've come to notice now. These individuals, when they see David Jr. doing all these things, in their minds, they think, if David Jr. can do this, how much is remaining in his pocket? That's the thing. That's the only thing they think of. They are not minding how much is leaving David Jr.'s pocket, going to help people in the community. That if the subscribers can be in position to send all this money, to do all these things, how much is David Jr. keeping? They think that the way they do things is the same way David Jr. does. Because if some of these finances were given to them, they were going to pocket a lot of them. It's the reason why they have that attitude in their minds. No? That's what they have in their minds. Every day they keep on dreaming. If David Jr. is being given this amount of money to buy like 2 cows, how much is remaining that is not releasing out? How much is remaining that is not telling us? How much is remaining that is hiding? That is what in their minds. For them, they want to know if they're giving all this kind of money, what is that is remaining? What is that? Having bad minds. Jealousness of the highest order. You know? They don't want to see other people progressing. They feel like all these things should be theirs. You know? Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But big up to David Jr. for actually trying your best to ensure that everything is moving so well. So well. And we really, really pray for you that please continue supporting the people in your community. You know, me personally, I really do appreciate and admire what these people are really doing to their community. You know, I admire a lot. It is a good thing, you know, that trying their best to support the people in this community. And that is how it's supposed to be. You know? Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. And I really, really do appreciate your big, big support to this platform. Today, we are going to have 2 videos. 2 videos. You know? 2 videos. So please, if you have not yet put a notification bell, please put, so that you don't miss some of these videos. No? You don't miss some of these videos. Yes. I would really want to send a very special greetings to all of you watching me from USA, UK, Canada, and all of you watching me from the Caribbean. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you a million times for always standing up to watch my videos. And thank you so much for always supporting this platform. And I will also want to take this opportunity to thank all my people, my good people who watch this platform here in Africa. Thank you so much. Big up to all my good people in Uganda that watches this platform. Thank you a million times, and I really, really do appreciate all of you for always turning up to watch my videos. Thank you so much. Have a very, very wonderful day. Very special greetings also to all my moderators, you know, Kish, Tumba, Kaboya, Elena, Litna, Elena P, you know, Joan, Doreen Small, you know, Diana Charles, not forgetting Janet Harris, and also my good people, Kish. Have I mentioned Joan? Yes. And all my good moderators, Kish, big up to you and much respect. Thank you so much. Thank you a million times. Judy Moyo, big up to you and thank you a million times. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you so much, Judy Moyo, for actually ensuring that all is moving so well in this platform. Not forgetting Joan Oshaha. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sheila. Thank you so much, my good moderators, for always ensuring all is moving well in this platform. Big up to all of you, and thank you. Let's meet again in our next video. God bless all of you. Thank you, and thank you so much. See you again in our next one.